Number two, opportunity cost. So we covered opportunity cost in part one, but I want to reiterate to you that when you dump all your savings into multiple properties, you're still on the deferred life plan. Okay, I want to get that into your head again. If you're sharp and a shrewd negotiator and have access to lots of capital and have a lot of luck and are extremely hardworking and are extremely capable at fixing things and doing repairs yourself, then you can be financially free in your 50s or 60s. The problem is, it's going to take you 30 years to get there unless you utilize extremely aggressive financing and acquisitions. You know, unless you build that really, really big house of cards and it doesn't fall over, okay? And unless you're a phenomenal investor and can cash flow $2,000 a year from each property, you're going to need 20 properties to pay your basic expenses. So you're living in a first world country, let's assume, in a nice city. You got to have you got to do 6 figures to be comfortable. Okay? For my business, for my online business, RLD, I can take that anywhere, and I took it to Thailand. So I don't need to do close to 6 figures to live, you know, upper middle class. In Thailand, they call it high society. You know, I'm a wealthy guy over here on way less than I would need on, like, you know, a fifth or a third of what I would need in Toronto. Okay? So that's just an example of opportunity cost. You know, unless you know, until you hit that 35 year payoff where you sell your properties, which you probably won't even do because you want to keep them for your kids, you're going to be slaving away in corporate America, spending all your free time trying to build up this big house of cards, hoping it doesn't fall over. And investing in real estate might accelerate your timeline to freedom, but chances are it probably won't. You'll still probably be retiring in your 60s. You'll just retire more comfortably. And guys, I don't give a fuck about my 60s, okay? The way I see it is, you start your own business and you fucking grind on that, okay? I'm going to be working, if I make it to 60, I'm still going to be doing RLD at 60. And I'm either going to be fabulously rich or I'm going to be dead. Because there's no way you can work 30, 40 years on a business and not be rich, okay, if you're really giving it 110%. So you're either going to be rich off yourself and you're not going to have to work a job. So the way I see it, it's a massive opportunity cost. I could have stayed in Toronto and invested in properties and spent all my time doing that, but I wouldn't have been able to get out until 40, 50. I'm out now at 33. I don't have to work for someone anymore. Okay? You can get out tomorrow. You can start a service-based business selling real estate or selling insurance and you can be out of wage slavery tomorrow. Not this fucking dream, you know, of 30 years in the future. And because at the end of the day, do you want to work your corporate job for the next 30 years? Because you can take that money and you can put it into a business that's going to feed you now, or it's going to feed you a year from now. And you can use it to you know, you can use the money that you would have spent in real estate to pay your basic expenses while you baseline your business, okay? For the next year or so, you can take $30,000 that can pay your expenses for the next 9 months if you live cheap, right? While you're building that business up, okay? The opportunity cost is massive for not starting a business. And every year that you don't start a business is working against you. Because every year, you know, the sooner you start a business, the sooner you're able to reinvest the profits back into your company and benefit off the compound interest and benefit off the potential 500,000% returns that you can get in a service-based business or an online business. And every single year that you don't do that, and every dollar that you divert away from that, is opportunity cost.